Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendress, and welcome back to Tensura Reincarnated. We're in the testing phase of things, probably approaching the end. Like, last time, we went through 6 of the last 9 ultimates. That number was originally going to be 6 out of 6 remaining ultimates until I realized that TR Angels actually added in 3 more. So they're not actually listed on here, and that mod got added in after a lot of the other ones whenever the quest log updated. So I never went ahead and looked, but sure enough, it adds in Belphegor, the Lord of Sloth. It adds in Sandalphon, the Lord of Condemnation, which is not infinite prison. What skill was it? Now I don't remember. And I don't think it's going to be marked on here. I ended up spawning it in. But yeah, Sloth had one. It added in one for Murderer? I mean, there's an easy way to check. If it has the same skill as Murderer, I'll be able to see it on the list. Sandalphon... Assassination. Yep, it's Murderer. That's right. So... those two, and then Yuriel, the Lord of Vows. It adds in a Rimuru skill that I didn't realize existed. So that's pretty cool. Like, when we were first starting to get to see the ultimate skills, someone had said something about how it would be really cool if Yuriel was in too. And I agreed, but I said, oh yeah, someone's probably working on it. It's probably only a matter of time. Apparently it already existed at that point. I just didn't have it in. Cool. Anyways, other than that, the 3 other ultimate skills we ended up testing out were the 3 we were originally going to do. Musician, we spawned in the last 2 music discs and tested it out. It evolves into Apollo. It's just Musician, but slightly better. It's kind of bottom of the barrel as far as coolness goes with music discs, or with ultimate skills. But if you don't have anything else, of course you're going to pick it. Or of course you're going to take it if you don't have anything else, if you're not in a system like this. Other than that, we did the same thing and gave ourselves a bunch of TNT to get Fusionist, which evolved into Ignis, the Lord of Explosions. It's cool. Once again, it's just Fusionist, but slightly better. It has an insta-kill mode, but said insta-kill mode takes 3 minutes. Basically, it has an ability where if you spend a whole bunch of the matter that they use, you can implant a bomb into an opponent, and then after 1 minute it will prime, and then after 2 minutes, it'll go boom. And it will entirely freeze the game for 5 minutes, and then kind of do a much smaller amount of damage than I was expecting. Like, I charged that thing up with, like, so much extra matter. I was expecting, like, an entire chunk to disappear, but then it was just this tiny little bit around the dragon we tested it on. So, a little bit of a letdown. Still, technically speaking, any insta-kill is a good skill. It's just not the easiest of insta-kills to get going. And then finally, we tested out Crasher and its evolved form Dionysus. And it's another one that feels like it should be cooler than it is. So basically, Crasher lets you dimension hop. Oh yeah, Yuriel should probably go over. Yuriel is probably the strongest ultimate skill. We'll jump back to that in a moment. Dionysus, much like Crasher, it lets you hop between dimensions on a whim. Game is not happy right now. I didn't even do anything yet. We haven't even used the big power-ups. 1 second. There we go. So it lets you hop between dimensions on a whim. It has a pretty good hockey. I don't know if it's the best hockey we have access to, but it does a lot of damage and it does extra effects as well. It might be the highest damage hockey, but I don't know for sure. Other than that, it has a few passives, but nothing super important. Like, it's thought acceleration and the usual suspects there. I think it has buffs to some of your stats, but I don't remember. It's also not on this list, so I can't just look at it here. But there are... It has some of the same basic effects you'd expect to see on a lot of the ultimate skills. Wow, the entire game's frozen. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so apparently I accidentally activated the ability to swap dimensions while trying to switch through the modes. And I think I might have spam clicked that a couple of times trying to do it. So now we're in the nether. Anyways, it has some of its passive effects, and then it has this ability called Turn Null. It deletes an entire chunk from existence on a 2.5-minute timer, it looks like. Thing is, that's all it does. Like, this should, in my opinion, delete the mobs in said chunk, but nope, those mobs will just stay there. Let me just cheat the cooldown real quick to show this off fully. Not grand, I want to do cooldown. Cooldown, it's the very first one, and we're looking at, Dionysus, there it is. I have to set it to 0, I forgot to put in the number. Yeah, it deletes the area around the mobs, but doesn't actually do anything to the mobs. Which, I don't know, that kind of feels weird considering the whole point of this ultimate skill is that it is the Lord of Crashing, the Lord of Destruction, basically. It feels like it should do more than it does, but oh well, everyone can't be an A-class skill like Antaeus with straight up just being Gojo. But cool. Those were the 3 from base mysticism. Yuriel, just imprison everything around you in Infinity Prison, and they'll just literally start ceasing to exist in front of your eyes. Like, they'll lose 1,000 EP a second, and it lasts for like 6 minutes. So, anything dies but Hinata, basically. Probably. Then it has Nova Break. This skill costs 4 million MP to use and does like 5,000 damage or something like that. It's a little bit hard to test and see exactly if it gets boosted by anything, because when I use it on a training dummy, it doesn't actually pop up the damage. But also, it uses so much MP you can't actually maintain it very well, and then it turns off the skill. Is Yuriel... And then somehow Yuriel has a cost over time, but I don't know what for, or what that does. You can't really keep it active, you can't really use the coolest skill on it. But thankfully it has some other things, like Insulated Prison. It's Insulated Prison is kind of a worse version of Fatal Prison, or whatever it's called. So you probably just want to use this one instead, but it's still cool to have. Imprison is single target, but does the same thing. Imaginary Space is a storage thing. Matter Manipulation is molecular manipulation. Gravity Manipulation is gravity manipulation. And then Universal Barrier is multi-layer. Absolute Severance. Here's the cool mode. I had to go through the entire thing to get to it. Yeah, this is the strongest attack skill in the mod. I'm sorry, what is that number? Oh, that's only 1.8 million? How did it go down? Last time, it managed to do like 18 million. It outclassed a swipe at one point. There we go, 15 million. Is Yuriel gonna do its damage over time, or MP over time thing again? No. Swipe. Yeah, swipe is only up to just shy of 11 million. So the fact that this skill does 15 million and only has a 3-second cooldown? Yeah, that's a little scary. I think I also deleted it. Nope. Anyway, that's basically what we got up to last time. The other 2, Serial or Elphagor, it's an insta-kill. Sometimes you can maybe tame things, but you basically make things drowsy, and that's kind of it. I don't remember the full gist of it. Fallen Strike does a whole bunch of spiritual HP. Fallen Thanos puts things to sleep. Fallen Hypno puts things to sleep. Deprive. Oh yeah, that drains EP over time. Rest heals us up. Phantasmal Strike was cool. Or is this the... Actually, no. Phantasmal Strike is spiritual HP. Like, it makes your attacks do spiritual HP. Fallen Strike is just like 5,000 spiritual HP attack or something like that. It's a little hard to test skills like this because we don't really have many things that take spiritual HP or have high enough spiritual HP to test against. Oh! Yuriel's Nova Break does spiritual HP. That's why I don't get a number popping up on target dummy. Okay, that makes more sense. And finally, Standoff on. It's Murderer. Like, yeah, it's Murderer, so you can turn invisible. You can affect things around you with magic jamming. Racer does something, but I don't remember. Oh yeah, this takes away EP from a target, but it doesn't give you it, so I'm not sure why it's important. Necrosis does negative effects. Basically just a quick run back over some of the things we've seen before. I do not remember remove. Judgment. Judgment's a cool thing. I think Judgment's the cool thing. 10 seconds to retest remove. Basically, quick test, just quick showcase, trying to remember which ones are which and which ones are actually cool. It does a thing. Oh yeah, I think that's just a single target lot of damage move or something like that. Not that exciting. Anyways, let's head back home. Now, we want to go to the overworld. There it is. And from here, I'm in a tree. We have 3 more ultimate skills to look at, and then a whole bunch of new races. Do we finish up with ultimates and then go to races? Or do we save the 3 coolest ultimate skills for last? I think I was going to jump straight into the remaining ultimate skills. But also, the last 3 ultimate skills are the coolest things left. Like, those are much more exciting than just the like, a bunch of races we have to go through. So, I don't know. Using the race chain scroll, as long as I do that instead of like a full reroll, won't get rid of won't get rid of our ultimate skills, so we'll still be able to keep those, but it will get rid of all of our magic heals and stuff. So we won't actually be able to test any of the new skills we get. So, hold on, I can just cheat to a different race, although it won't really be the same. Or I can just cheat myself back in EP. I have ways of doing this. I'm like overthinking this severely. I can just use a thing and then just use the command to get extra EP. We're in cheat mode anyways. It doesn't matter how I cheat to do this. I think just using that and then getting more EP is going to work better than going in and saying, oh, give me X thing, or going back in and giving every skill back. So let's go in the Tensura reroll scrolls, and let's grab the race one. Actually, starting from 0 on EP is probably not a bad thing, because that will allow us to showcase the races a little bit more legitimately. Technically speaking, I could make these things, but we're in cheat mode anyways, so it doesn't change much if I do it this way. And let's go. It's rewind time. So, humans have new stuff. Oh, all of our skills are gonna get turned off. Elves have new stuff. We were just a merfolk and went all the way through. Goblins didn't get anything new. What races did get new stuff? Elves, humans, demons. Maybe I should have used the commands for this instead. Beast folk, or mystical beast might be a new option instead. I'm not sure. Angels, dragons, elves, humans, demons. slimes. Actually, so many things got new things. Where do I even start? Um, Elf Mage? Sure. Let's go back to Elf. We saw the normal Elven thing. Uh-oh. Ah, we're still a human. Grab the race reset scroll again, and I have to wait to cool down on this. Never mind, we're just using this command anyways. For me, we're turning us into a Tensura Elf, which is going to be a bit hard to find in this list. I probably should just do Tensura Elf. That would have been so much faster. Regular Elf. There we go. Now from here, we can turn into an Enlightened Elf or an Elfin Mage. That's difficult. You have to go from I have resistances, so Rampage won't kill me still. Also, I don't have the thing still on, so we won't just reset. Maybe I should have been calling these episodes like extras. I was originally going to, and then they sort of became main series episodes as well. Ow. Are we going to survive? It's going to be close. Ugh, this sucks. Anyways, I was expecting Elf Mage to be like a little bit further down. Like it's 5 million MEP, so it's even harder to get there than the Divine Elf. Oh, that's difficult. You have to make it all the way there as this tiny little weakling, basically. So from there, 5 million EP and 10 Elemental Essence. Let's just do this. Tensura, edit, Ardendrous, stat, EP, add 5 million. That boosts everything to 2.5. Now we just need to eat 10 elemental essences, which I have, right? I have 20. That's actually less than I was expecting. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a little bit slower than I thought it was going to be. 7, 8. Still going. Wow, that was like a full minute. I was expecting that to go by so much faster. Anyways, we turn it into an Elf Mage. Abnormal condition resistance, abnormal condition nullification, and magic resistance all gained. So, track Archmage or Archmage. I've heard it both ways. 30 million EP and 15 elemental essence. We're gonna end up spawning some of that stuff in. Hold on. Hold on. 10. Yeah, we can fly. I don't think gravity domination is still on. Oh, race skill R. Cool. This one actually works like that. So we can fly just as base, which is kind of cool. We have like silly high stats. Is divine. We're already divine and we just started. And we have a 3 times higher chance in order to get a wind spirit. Plus magic resistance and abnormal condition just as a baseline. Oh yeah, we lost all of these. That's right, I forgot these were tied to race reroll. That's just made us significantly weaker. Also, there was something else I wanted to do while we were testing out all the ultimate skills, and then I sort of forgot about it. So we're gonna end up having to cheat to make ourselves like as strong as we were then again. But anyways, as the Elven Mage, we actually got ears, which is kind of cool. So we literally just become Frieren. Pretty awesome. Anyways, from there, we need a bunch more elemental essence, and we're going to need a bunch more EP. I'm not going to make you sit through eating 15 of the elemental essences again. Okay, essence is eaten. Now we just need to add an extra 25 million EP. Now we're up to 30 million. Basically, if you use that command to set your EP, your Magicals and Aura will always be half of your total EP. So that's something to keep in mind. Anyways, this is higher EP than we managed to reach in any other way besides using a bunch of different stacked boosts. But this allows us to evolve into an Archmage. Arc Mage, whichever one you want to go with. You straight up just get magical nullification, which is not as good as I thought it was, but still pretty cool. I thought that magic resistance helped against all forms of magic to some degree. But in fact, this basically just helps against non-categorized magics. So, like, our sword has magic damage or whatever on it. It would help protect against that, but it wouldn't help against, say, a blizzard or something like that. That you need ice magic resistance. But anyways, because we became an Archmage, I'm gonna stick with that one from now on. We didn't get a normal HP boost. We did get 4 times more spiritual HP and a pretty big boost on the other stats. I think our fly speed is up a little bit too. So that's all pretty cool. 356 with a sword swing. Oh yeah, I have so many things stacked on top of it, but I'm just going to watch the white number for that 77. I think that's our normal punch damage, and then everything else is from skills. So that's pretty cool. And from there, we have one more evolution, which requires 70 million EP, 20 more elemental essence, and it just makes 1.5 times player size, 1.7 times. Why are we shrinking? Do I still have Reaper on? I think I might still have Reaper on. Let's turn you off for a moment. And let's turn off Engorger as well, just in case. Yep. So we're slightly shorter than a normal Minecraft character, but not by much. And when we evolve again, we should get a little bit bigger still. It was 70 million, correct? Yes, 70 million. Also, if I do Demon Lord evolution, or Demon Lord or True Hero, I would probably also grow bigger. So let's do, hold on. Am I already a, oh, this thing here says you're a divine, I think. This is the one that determines if you're a hero or a demon lord, I think. If I just do this, what's with that edit? No idea. Awakening or Force Evo Hero. Here we go. That just did not evolve us at all. But it did give us a big enough EP boost just from that in order to do it, so Immortal Elf. Basically boost us back up to normal heights. We're slightly shorter still, but not by much. Our stats don't really, I don't think our stats actually changed much, did they? Let's see. View dependence. Is there an easy way? Some of those go up by a point or two. Like, it doubles our knockback resistance. It boosts our attack damage by, like, 50%. Slightly more movement speed, slightly more sprinting speed. It's basically 50% on all of those. It's 0.2 there. We get infinite regeneration as an intrinsic skill, and we still have the spiritual H thing. So it's a minor boost to a lot of stats. This is definitely stronger than any of the base game races by a pretty heavy margin. But the difference between each level, of the Elven Mage, Elven Arc Mage, and Immortal Elf isn't that great. Basically, if you reach the first one, you're probably going to reach the last one no problem. Like, nothing's going to really hurt you very much. But you're going to get a minor boost here or there, but nothing super amazing besides magic nullification, which you can't get otherwise. Unless you're also just straight up Frieren and you're using Timeless Letter, Timeless Memories. There it is. Speaking of which, I should launch a Zoltrak as Frieren. That's something I should do. Zoltrak! Yeah, there we go. Straight up just Frieren at this point, which is pretty cool. Anyways, I think that's it as far as elves go. Kind of the coolest thing about them, despite the fact that they're so much stronger than anything else, is the ears. Like, not many of the mobs, not many of the races actually have a model change. In fact, I believe this might be the only one, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, that's pretty exciting. Before I change races, this is going to be the thumbnail race because of the visual change, so should probably get a couple pictures. Okay, that's probably that all done. I think that's basically it for showing off. Uh, yeah, for... Oh, I thought the game froze when I clicked that button. No, I just needed to click it again. Anyways, I'm just going to mark a couple of things we've looked at. Like, we finished off an elf run. We finished looking at all of this. Um, Technically speaking, I don't think I ate the 20 elemental essence, but sure. What runs did we also finish? I don't remember if we did it in this series, but we have definitely done Drago Newt. And, we did Ogre Run in the original series. Is that it? That's kind of it. I don't remember exactly. I know we had a Beast Folk make it to Beast Lord, but we didn't make it any farther than that. And the worms and whatnot aren't on this list. We made that one to its second evolution. So, what's next? Which one has the most, which one's the next easiest one to, like, showcase the simple stuff about it? Dragons, angels, and, uh, the beast folk one, plus the direwolves and the insects, all kind of have a lot going for them. So it's probably best to jump to things like the demon and the human, where it's pretty simple changes. So jump back to human. Of course, I accidentally became a human earlier and then changed away from it. So this can go enlightened human or vampire. I would actually love to do a vampire run at some point, but that's not the point right now. We are trying to get to Transcendent, Supreme Ruler, Monarch, and Sovereign, because that all sounds really cool. So, I mean, do I just jump straight to a Divine Human? I could just do that, and we can probably make it there already. Enlightened Human. Human Saint needs boss kills. How many? A Human Saint requires 4 boss kills. After that's Divine Human, Transcendent. Okay. Did I just cheat it? What's the easiest way to do this? Just skip it and go straight to Divine Human? Or just... Where is it? Or if I force Hero Evolution, it will boost me to the next level, and then I could force Hero Evolution again if I wanted to. So Force Human actually puts us straight up to Human Saint, and from there we can reach Divine Human or whatever. And with all of that, Hero gave us unpredictability and whatnot. And when we reach Divine Human, which is our current state, we get Spiritual Attack, Divine Key. Basically, we're still in base mod things. We've seen this all plenty of times before. A Divine Human is just the strongest base game human. From there, we can become Transcendent, which 7 million, or 7,000 rather, 6 times spiritual HP, doesn't have any intrinsics, doesn't have any racial abilities. It's okay. It takes elemental essence. Looks like it's going to be 5 again. I wish that said on that list, unless I somehow just missed it. For 5? Did I miss it on this? No, I didn't. Anyways, Transcendence, Evolve. From there, we go up to 70, 40, 40, 420, 60, You know, I was mildly expecting that to be 42069, but yeah. um, I think that's like, there's not really much else to Transcendent, isn't there? Is there? It's just a boosted Divine Human to try and match the power of the elves, I'm assuming. And probably boost them a little bit closer to some other races, because I think Divine Human is significantly weaker than like a Divine Beast or Divine Dragon or a lot of the other racial mobs from the base game. Like Divine Ogre is already like 1,000 extra health, so this helps boost it a little bit closer. Anyways, from there, if you reach 25 million EP, you can become a Supreme Ruler, which again boosts you a little bit more. Still no extra races, still kind of just barely on par with some of these stronger ones. We're not reaching that Divine Elf just yet, or rather Immortal Elf. But again, no races, just boosting stats. And if you drink 3 royal blood and reach a whole bunch, you become a Monarch, which is divine, has all of those stat boost things again. I think I have royal blood, not actually just enough. 1, 2, 3. Oops, did not mean to sit there. And how do we not have enough for you? Supreme Roller to Monarch. 45 million EP and 3 royal blood. 75 million EP, and we just drank 3 royal blood. Game? Am I missing something? Let's just try drinking a few more. 5 royal blood. 7 royal blood. 8 royal blood. 9, 10. There we go. Little bit of a misprint in the quest log there. Anyways, this becomes a Monarch. This finally reaches us to 10,000 HP. Spiritual HP, I think, is still weaker than Immortal Elf. I didn't pay much attention to that exact number. But we're almost to that same level. I don't remember exactly what the Immortal Elf did on its max attack. That is still weaker than Arc Mage, though. I'm assuming we're about to basically reach equal when we hit Sovereign, which I'm assuming is going to be another 10 or something like that. It says it's supposed to be 5, and we need 90 million EP. 25 times spiritual HP. Okay, so we are going to end up with more spiritual HP. Oh. Or, yeah, technically speaking, right now we have less spiritual HP and slightly more attack damage. Why is the number different then? Okay, apparently we're slightly weaker as far as spiritual HP, but our other stats are slightly higher than the elves, which doesn't really feel like it's based on the punch there. Wasn't it like 50 something? Why is it only 49.5 now? Weird. Anyways, drink some more royal blood. Actually, I need more EP, that's the problem right now. And this will allow us to evolve into Sovereign. 250, 250. No extra important stats or anything, or racial skills. We don't even have a racial skill, period. Like, no R button to do. Yeah. This basically just gives humans a few extra evolutions in order to make them somewhat competitive. Like, but the other races are probably just to have more going for them. This makes playing a human maybe worth it. Like, if I had a choice, I would always pick something other than human if it all evolved to this stage. But if you were forced to play as a human, it would make it more worthwhile. So, yeah, not the most interesting of things, but playing as a human just isn't that interesting to me as a baseline. And then there's that. Other than that, Slime's technically got a separate evolution line, like completely different. Well, I guess technically the elves were a different evolution line too, not a continuation. But humans just got a continuation, and the same is true for demons. But they their extra stuff is a little bit more advanced than that. Let's do slime first, shall we? Let's grab another one of the racial reroll scrolls. There are so many to go through. Like, we're not even done, like, the basic, oh, these just got an extra evolution line or two. Let's see. The slime we have to go back through, and demon we have to go through. And then there's dragonoid, which works entirely differently. There's skulkworm, which it just becomes a warden. I probably should go through that, but I don't think there's anything else super interesting in there. Lesser spirits, I want to try again. Failed to acquire light attack resistance. Why did it try? Direwolves, insects. Okay, so you have insects, direwolves, lesser spirits. Angel is not an option. It's supposed to be. Maybe that config didn't fix itself. There's a config that allows you to pick different starting races. I guess I didn't go... I was supposed to automatically fix itself, but it didn't for some reason. Oh, well, I'll have to go in and do that at some point. Anyways, demons, slimes, dragonoid, lesser spirit, direwolf, insect. That's kind of a lot. So let's go with slime first, because it's the shortest new one to look at. So from here, we can evolve into the metal slime, the demon slime, or the serpent slime. We're gonna go with the serpent slime, although I never actually saw normal slime evolutions either. So basically awaken to get all of this. That's every resistance instantly, and then attack nullification, infinite regen, possession, universal Wow, that's a lot. Like, I never saw the demon stuff, but we are squishy. We are literally squishy. Sneak and jump to charge up a super slime jump. Oh, you can see the little bar at the bottom there. Whee! Oh, that's cool. Anyways, from here, metal slime is ore, that, and this, dragon essence. Serpent slime is the modded stuff, so I have no idea how much dragon essence this is going to take, but sure. 3 and then 400,000 EP. And then our stats are here. Flying, A nullification, ultra speed, black flame. Okay, there's something cool in there. 1, 2, 3. Do we not take magic cube poisoning? Oh, we do. 463. Did eating that take away magicules, or did it give us magicules? I don't know. I'm gonna assume it took away magicules. Okay, yeah, that just drains magicules over time. Cool. Now, if we do add 400,000, you became a Demon Lord seed. Oh yeah, I guess that will happen too. Anyways, this allows us to become a Serpent Slime. Oh, we hit normal player height instantly. 2040 health. It's not a lot, but it's something. And then if we eat Dragon Essence and Elemental Essence, we can become Serpent Zenia. Which, how much of each? 800,000 and then 5 of each. Right now, yep, we have flying. I don't think I turned on. Ah, yeah, it's the racial button for flying, and we can still slime jump, supposedly. It says we should still be able to slime jump, but I can't do it. Hold sneak and jump to charge up a super slime jump. It's not doing it anymore. That's a little bit sad. Supposedly I'm supposed to be able to, but it's not working properly. Anyways, 5 more Dragon Essence. Or maybe 5 more Dragon Essence. I'll hold off for a moment. I definitely do need the extra Elemental Essence, so do that. Then go ahead and just give myself another 400,000. Boost us to 9,000. 1, 2, 3. Stop it. Which allows us to become Serpent Zenia. Evolve, instantly we get Black Lightning. Skill we didn't actually get in this series, but we have tested out before. Basically, Black Lightning and Black Flame. Black Flame is flame manipulation, but it's black fire instead. It has a cool mode like this that does a lot of damage and does even more when it's mastered, but it's also basically impossible to land it, so it's just exists. And then you have Black Lightning, which you can increase or decrease in power. It has like an Electro Blast type of thing. And you can create a Black Lightning Storm, which is cool. I put myself on Black Light Fire? I didn't realize that was possible. But yeah, a couple of very cool skills, but they kind of just look cool. They're not actually that much stronger than their normal alternatives, so it's kind of not... Oh yeah, the limited version is actually the stronger of the two. Almost forgot about that. Yeah, couple of cool, very cool skills just like naturally that you can't get unless you get a Tempest Starwolf and do Demon Lord evolution. So it kind of lets you get things you normally wouldn't be able to. But also, it's kind of not that important. And this is only on par with like the endgame base mobs. It doesn't match up with the Transcendent Human and the Immortal Elf that that BTR also adds in. So cool. If you're playing as a slime, that's probably easier to get than it's maybe easier than doing Demon Lord evolution as a slime, or getting all the magic ore you need, because I think you need like 500 or something like that for metal slime, right? 100. It's not too bad, but it's not exactly easy. And both of them become a god slime, which again is cool, but also just weaker stats than a lot of other things. I don't know. Slime is obviously cool because, of course, you want to play as Rimuru, but maybe not the strongest race, actually. I mean, you start with all the resistances, which is good, but get these pretty simply in other ways. So, yeah, Serpent Zenia, this is a cool one. It starts you with some skills you can't normally get, but also there are stronger options. If you're playing as a slime, this is a good option. Otherwise, maybe find something else. That's kind of how... Yeah. The Elf Mage is definitely cooler than like normal Divine Elf, but also incredibly so much harder to get than that as well. If you could go Divine Elf to Archmage or Elf Mage, that would be pretty easy and make you a whole lot stronger. But that is pretty difficult. Then this stuff is cool. Yeah. This just makes humans better. This is a better option, but a more difficult one. And then this is... I don't know, I haven't properly given normal slimes a test. So I can't really give fully thoughts on that one. But it is fun to see all these. Anyways, up next is Lesser Dragon. This is Lesser Dragon, not Dragonoid. This is also from This is from Annie's, I think. Which I think I need to go fix the config for if I'm going to use the race reset rules for. So that leaves demons and the new stuff they've been given. And also just a kind of brief overview of normal demons too, I guess. Or I do beast, because I think doing the beast stuff should also be pretty simple. So let's go over to beast folk. And then we should have a new option in here. Yeah, the one-tailed Kitsune. Yeah, the one-tailed Kitsune. Cool. Basically, you can either take the normal path, or you can take down this path. Mystical Beast. Beast Essence. One-tailed Kitsune. Is there a way to get through Mystical Beast? Like, Mystical Beast itself isn't an actual race. It's just regular beast folk that apparently somehow got a buff, but I don't know how to do this. Anyways, beast essence you can get from winged cats, you can get from beast gnomes, and you can get from feathered serpents. And it's used for the Kitsune line. I think we managed to get a couple of them. And by that, I mean literally two. So we're gonna need to spawn some in. Although it looks like you need one per each tail you're trying to get. So that's pretty simple. Let's just go ahead and eat one. And then I need a whole bunch more EP real quick. 50,000? 50,000. So let's just do the exact number this time instead of like overpowering ourselves too much. And once again, oh, we got Godwolf sense because we're a beast now. Once again, it's just given the wrong value. How many beast essence do we need to eat? Because apparently it was not the one that it said. There's blaze essence. Where is the... Oh yeah, it's actually BTRUltima, not Tensura BTRUltima or whatever. There's these. I'm gonna need a whole stack of them. Come on, thank you. What skills were there? Oh, that's the black lightning and whatnot. Which I lost access to? Why would I lose access to those? I thought I would have kept those. Like, I thought if a race gave them, even if they weren't... They're not technically intrinsic skills, so I thought they would be saved. But I guess since you got them because of a race, they work a little bit differently. These are doing one at a time. Huh. That is not... that is not what that says. I'm curious... Oh yeah, this is the quest line from, very specifically, the actual Akashic Records mod pack. I'm curious if they went ahead and changed the config and those aren't the default numbers. That could be why some of the things don't quite line up, don't quite add up. Okay, I didn't even think to double check that, but that's probably the case. So, I think I need 30. Like, it's 1% per. I still have to eat 10 more. 92. 93. Okay, yeah, it looks like we need 30 of these or something like that. That's kind of a lot. 3 more? Wait, 28? I had 2, and then I just ate 64. No, that was 30. That's right. I'm gonna need to eat a whole bunch more, but that allows us to become a one-tailed Kitsune and actually shrink. No tail. I was hoping, but I guess adding a whole bunch of tails is a little bit too much to ask right now. Anyways, we get boosted to 1,000 health. Okay looking stats, sense sound wave and sense heat source. So basically starting with universal perception, basically just need to train up magic perception on top of it. And from there, eat more essence. How many more essences? 58. Okay, so I don't need to eat any more essences. Cool. Actually, is that a problem where is that accidentally got given the value for the Kitsune spirit instead? Like its evolved form was the value of eating all of them at once, maybe? No, that also doesn't add up. But for some reason, the beast essences for two-tail are counting what we just did. There we go. We're now a Demon Lord Seed. Eat one more. Allows us to become a two-tailed Kitsune. Double our health. Double some of our other stats. Yeah. Again, slight boosts here or there. You start with lightning manipulation. Maybe I should have done full restart so I would actually get the skills in time. It's kind of a little late there, but lightning manipulation. Basically, you can just get a hold of that without having to go to the tree and get lightning magics. Then from here, three-tailed. Doesn't give you anything naturally. Needs 1,000,000 EP. That's 4 times the jump that you would normally have. Just give ourselves 800,000. Still don't need to eat more essences. I guess something weird happened and eating what we needed for number 1 was enough to give us most of what else we needed. But this boosts us again, extra 1,000 health. I'm assuming an extra point or two in most of these stats too. we're still weaker than... I think we're still weaker than Beast Lord. Not Beast Lord, Spirit Beast, I guess. Or... No, we're actually like a midway. We're slightly stronger than the Spirit Beast, which is the third strongest normal beast. Plus, we get some extra intrinsic skills. Like, we still have Beast Transform because we started as a beast, and then we have some other stats too. So we're doing pretty well. We're powerful. We're getting some boosts. It's still in the realm of like base games, of base mod races though. Anyways, Four Tails. Again, no extra skills. It's just going to be another minor boost. Add 1,000,000 EP. And finally, we have to start eating more of the essences, I guess. How many more? 77. 2. 77. So it's EP again. What is happening? There's some weirdness with numbers going on. Yeah, did I read that wrong? Oh, yes, in fact I did. It said 3 million, not 2 million. This evolves us into a four-tailed. Slightly bigger stats. Nothing else going on, really. We're now twice as strong as a Spirit Lord, but half as strong as Divine Beast. If we want to grow a fifth tail, now we're starting to get into some cool stuff. So 5 million EP. Need to add in 1, 2. Track it. Still don't need to eat more beast essences. I guess eating all of that for rank 1 was enough to get all the way to rank 5. Instantly gain lightning domination and black thunder. So basically you can get lightning domination without training. Yeah, without training up lightning manipulation. Which is kind of good, because in order to train lightning domination, you need access to a thunderstorm, which you can't just get on command without cheats, because you need to master lightning domination to get weather control anyways. But, once again, Black Lightning. We just tested this a moment ago with the Serpent Zenia. It's a cool skill. Hold on, I need to go beat something up. Because if I go beat something up, I should instantly also get... Where is Azazel's space-time domination? Let's turn that to instant motion. Yeah. I have Black Lightning, but I'm not getting Black Fire. Interesting. I thought that was supposed to happen automatically whenever you mastered Black Lightning, but I guess not? Okay. Anyways, 5 tails where we're currently at. Let's try evolving into a 6-tail, which will instantly get us Ultra Speed. Again, you can kind of just get that other ways, though. So, we're just doing minor stat buffs here or there. 6-tail needs 10 million. 10 million EP. We're weaker. Okay, 6 million. Basically, you gain an extra 1,000 regular HP for tail. Divine Beast only costs 2 million EP. So, we are at way more EP than we would need otherwise to reach the same level. Do we have more spiritual HP? No. Do we have more attack damage? No. So basically, this is a much harder race. You're a much weaker race for comparable amounts of EP. But you are getting a bunch of extra skills on top of it. So nothing on 6 besides Ultra Speed. So time to go to 7, which is to say 15 million and a bunch more Essence, of course. Not that Essence is really working right now. Evolve? Evolve. 7 tails. Slightly more. When we reach 8-tailed, we'll be at the same amount of HP, which is to say another 5 million. No extra skills. I'm beginning to sense a pattern. We're just never going to need to eat another beast essence, are we? So I guess eating everything to do the first evolution is all the essence you need for the entire evolution line. So we're officially health-wise on the same on the same level as the final beast evolution. I think we're pretty weak in comparison though, right? Yeah, we're only doing like 37, and we're about where we were for Supreme Ruler, which I think was doing a bunch more than that. So I don't know. This is a cool race in theory. Like, I very much love the idea of it, but we're kind of weak in comparison to a lot of the other ones. Although we do still have 3 more evolutions to go, so I'll hold final judgment. 30 million. It's another big stat boost. Again, HP is 1,000 times your number of tails. I need to reach 30 million, I think is what I just said. Or was it like 25 million? Nope, 30 million. Pressing every wrong button. Evolve. Like a slight stat boost. More HP than than Beast Lords can maintain, but so much harder to get here, base game. I don't know. These are based a lot more on a much longer running series, probably with like way higher boosted EP gains if I had to guess. Like trying to reach this otherwise would be like very, very difficult. I don't know. This is cool, but I don't know if I'd ever actually end up using this in an actual series. Anyways, Kitsune Spirit, 50 million EP, bunch more Beast Essence, bunch of Elemental Essence. Okay, so you gain the ability to fly. Okay, we don't have that already, so that is something new. Let's just boost ourselves up to 20 million that we need. And then I guess we're going to be ending in just a moment when we reach the final evolution. Elemental Essence. Let's just eat these. Supposedly I need 10, but that number has not been super helpful in some of these last ones. Unless I misremembered, that was only 5, right? It says we needed 3, so it still doesn't add up. So, is a Divine Majin, and you gain Divine Key Release, Infinite Regen, Ultra Instinct, and Universal Perception. Okay, some skills you could probably get otherwise, like Infinite Regen's not super hard to get. But Ultra Instinct and the Divine Key, you would have gotten as a Divine Spirit too, but Ultra Instinct, that's dodge chances. I don't know exactly how well it works, though. I also don't remember what it is. Universal Perception, not that important. Ultra Instinct is an extra skill? Ultra Instinct, enhance your sense of dodge physical impact. It works like Ultra Instinct in DBZ, or Dragon Block C, or Dragon Ball Z too, but yeah. I also don't know, 1, if it's here, or 2, where it is on here. I don't remember what it looks like. Ultra Instinct, you can steal it from a Tempest Star Wolf. Now, you wouldn't normally actually get to take this, but that's just a baseline 20% dodge chance from a physical source. So it won't dodge from magic, but that's just an extra dodge chance, so that's pretty cool. Oh, I can just straight up do our final evolution route too. So 50 million. Why can't I do our final evolution now? I'm supposed to need to get an extra 50 million EP. But Kitsune Spirit is already 10,000. What did we get from evolving? 5 times spiritual HP. Okay, boost our spiritual HP by 4. Get a little bit bigger. Get like 50% stat boost to attack and attack speed. Get some extra jump height. Get some extra movement speed. I think that's a faster flying speed than the elves maxed out at, isn't it? Yes, it is, in fact. No idea why I can evolve right now, but I can, so click the button. We're like 2.5 blocks tall. I would only want to play this race if I had Reaper or something. 326, 100, 86. Okay. So, it's a good thing I held out Final Judgment. 25 extra attack damage. Elves maxed out at 12, and the humans maxed out at 22.5. So it's a lot of extra work and a lot of extra resources. But if you make it all the way to a mystical Kitsune, you are stronger than any of the other races maxed out that we've seen so far. There's a decent chance that doesn't hold up whenever we do the demon stuff. But for right now, it spoiled it a little bit slightly there by clicking that. Not sure why I did that. I didn't really want to see that yet. Yeah, it's a cool race. I love the race in theory. It's so difficult to actually reach this point. I'm not sure if I'd ever actually do it legitimately. Yeah, you would need to like severely boost all of the all of like EP gain stuff, get some extra races, extra skills for EP gain, and then I don't know. Yeah, it, you'd have to like make it a point that this is what you're going to do. Like this is a full-on commitment. But yeah, I like it. I like it in theory. I don't really mind the execution. Like it just has some things that you need to specifically set up to do if you're going to do this. Like you have to specifically have this in mind when you're starting up your world. So yeah, cool things. That's a chunk of the races. That's all of the BTR ones minus Demon, I think. Like the Immortal Elf, that's from BTR. The human evolutions are BTR. Serpent Zenia is the BTR, and all of this is BTR. The only one that we haven't done is the demon stuff. Which honestly, I was about to end off. We're into testing mode anyways. I'm fine with these being longer than they're supposed to. This is just going to be the BTR races episode, I guess. And then we're gonna do one more for I don't know, the Annie's stuff here. Or Annie's and either Annie's or Angels, whichever one this actually is. That's gonna be its own episode. And then the direwolves, the spirits, and the insectoids is probably gonna be its own episode too. So yeah, I'm fine with doing this long. Let's switch over to a demon, shall we? We're not going to have a body. Hold on, I have a solution. Grab out our little friend here, the Pure Magisteel Golem. We're actually going to get to use this. So let's just put this down. I'm going to be able to possess this, right? Hopefully the answer is yes. I don't know for sure, though. Especially considering I think it's considered a tame, and it has a lot of inspiration on it right now. So let's grab out the reroll scroll, and we're going to choose Demon. Tensura. Where is it? Race reroll scroll. Actually keep this on us, because we're probably going to be immediately sent to the Demon Realm. Human, random, mechanical, insect, direwolf, lesser. Before next time, I'll fix it so we can actually choose dragon and angels. Lesser daemon. Okay, it does immediately send us here. So, where are we? There we go. So we now have racial ability for flight, although the fact that I also have gravity domination is messing with it slightly. Cool. This is the first time we actually get to see demons legitimately as well. Anyways, oh yeah, I forgot we were like actually bigger in this run. Less spiritual being, so no actual body. So going to the overworld is a death sentence right now. From here, we would need to reach 20,000 EP. That might be pretty simple, actually. There is... Do I not have Beelzebub on a bar right now? I guess everything got... Oh, there it is. Erosion. Erosion! Just beat up a bunch of the hounds, I think. Why am I about to do this legitimately? Why did I just... I ever decided that demons get like a semi-legitimate run? I guess because it's entirely new and also kind of cool. But same could be said for slimes. I don't know why I'm doing this. Sometimes you just do a thing and you kind of question yourself. Anyways, we're almost there. Cool. This is what you would do as a demon. Run around, kill things until you reach 20,000 EP. Demons Basically, your goal here is to get strong enough to survive heading to the overworld and finding a body. Which makes it an easier race than the spirits we insta-died as before, but still not incredibly easy. Anyways, there's like 4 more mobs, I'm assuming. Still no idea why I'm doing this semi-legitimately, but sure. There we go. Greater Demon. Actually shrinks us, which is interesting. It doesn't actually show body size there. But intrinsic skills, possession, and magic resistance. Cool. Let's actually get possession on a bar real quick, because we're going to need it. What was that? Oh, that's Eye of Truth. That's not important. Possession. There we go. Then from there, to become an Archdemon, we need to reach 140 EP. 140. That's wrong. That's not the right number at all. 140,000? 140,000. Cool. There? I think that's right. Technically more than what we needed, but it works. Evolve. Now we're normal height. Okay, as an archdemon. Cool. From there, you need a body, a name, or awakening. This is where it gets difficult. So, nameable, Tensura, check. Yeah, we have none of those because we restarted. So, let's try getting the body at least. Here, Magisteel Golem. Ability activation failed. I am not actually strong enough to enter this golem because I ended up making it my ally and it now has inspiration and whatnot. Also, it is a actually maxed out one, so it could also have like more EP just as a baseline. Analysis, appraisal. No, it only has 1,000. It only has 100 EP. Here's a low Magisteel one. Could I possess this one? No. Oh yeah, HP is also a thing. How does possession work again? It's an intrinsic skill. Possession. If used when possessing a target, the user turns back into physical form. Ineffective against targets with spiritual nullification. 10%. Low 25% maximum EP. Huh? Why? Why is that not working? This thing only has 100 EP, which means it definitely has less than that, and I think 58 is enough to activate it too. Pure Magisteel Golem. Come on. It's below 10% of my HP. What if I just beat up this one, because it's not allied? Nope, I beat it up too far. Low Magisteel Golem. Ability activation failed. Ability activation failed. Why? Game, why? Also, I don't actually have the portal marked, and I just ended up spawning somewhere randomly in the middle. We're gonna end up having to go home via the return spell. I want to try and get this working. I think we have enough EP to last like 10 seconds in this realm right now. And we don't have the reroll thing on anymore. There we go. Now we have a body. I guess it just doesn't work while you're in the demon realm? Okay, so what if I leave this body and grab the pure Magisteel one back instead? Go back in. Leave. Okay, yeah, that's actually the body you grab actually gives you some pretty major buffs. It doesn't look like these bodies have any base resistances, though. The golems are just there as like a pretty decent body to steal. Also, someone was asking about this, and I am actually curious too. Would the golems evolve if you're possessing one as you beat stuff up? I don't see any way to tell. I think the answer might be no, but it would be very cool if it did. The absence of a Hihi or a Kane one, actually, I think... The fact that there's no Hee or a Cane Golem makes me think that the answer is definitely no, they will not evolve with us. Technically speaking, there's a chance they could, and we could create an extra strong golem. I don't think so, though. That's almost a definite no at this point. Did we lose the ability to fly because we're in a body? No, cool. So now we have a body. I don't have an easy way to give myself a name. I can't just edit. Can I just add this? Stats. Human kill is not a stat to thing. Awakening. Human kill add. Oh, I guess I can. 1,000. Shift N. Then if I add 1, I said if I add 1, I do not get given a name. I need to go kill a villager or pillager real quick. Which I can do. 20, 40. I have it marked here. There it is. And just a single pillager. There you go. You've been given the name. You have become a Demon Lord seed. And with that, that is now all the requirements to have this. Or 2 of the 3. Be named, have a physical body, and then if we do Demon Lord evolution, we'll require the 3rd. So now, to become a Devil Lord, the demon stuff is taking longer than I was expecting. I'm kind of going through this a bit more in depth than I was expecting. Now we need the 3rd, which is pretty simple. Like, I could just cheat that as well. Yeah, I am not gaining those souls legitimately. So, last awakening. A Demon Lord. No, that's hero. Actually, I could do hero evolution for this too. It just says awakening. I could activate reverser and do hero instead. But no, let's just do Demon Lord. There's no real difference between doing one or the other. Seed is already true. Still soul, add 10,000. I do still have Merciless, so I don't have to worry about getting that back with the extra souls. Or I lose Merciless when I get Gluttony and whatnot, or Beelzebub, so that's not important. But just click the Demon Lord button, you become a Daemon Lord, which allows you to evolve into a Devil Lord, which gives spiritual attack resistance and divine key, all that stuff you'd seen before and you'd sort of expect. Now's the new stuff. Demons are cool. We have a lot of HP. It should be 6666, but since we have the Paragliders mod in and the extra health, it's extra there. I think that's the most spiritual HP, but it could be close. Someone said that Beast Lord demons are slightly stronger at max evolution than Beast Lords, but I'm not entirely sure how. 5 attack, 5 attack speed, 8 attack, 5.1 attack speed. I don't know. Demons can fly, and they... Yeah, demons can fly, but they have worse stats in every way. I'm not entirely sure how this would be considered stronger than Beast Lord. Obviously, it's strong. This is probably the second strongest... second, maybe 3rd, stretching it, depending on how you rank Drago Newts. Or Divine Dragons. Yeah, we're slightly stronger than a Divine Dragon in some stats, but I would pick one of these two as 2 and 3. I'm not sure which, but I don't think Demon would be the strongest. I don't see it. But now they can evolve even further, so that changes. You can now become an Overlord. You just need Demon Essence and a bunch more existence points. Where is the EP ad? 2 million. That's 2 million. You need to go up to 10 million, so actually just add another 6. There's that, and we need 5 Demon Essence, which we probably have legitimately, but I don't feel like going home right now. Somehow I exited cheat mode, which is interesting. Give me those. Thank you. Go ahead and eat these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Why it was 6 instead of the 5 it says is beyond me. Anyways, this is just a stat boost. Not a very big one, but it definitely pushes us. This little stat boost here pushes us just about on par with a Divine Beast in every stat. Slightly less health, but that's about it. So evolve. And then next is Ars Goetia, or Goetia? I'm not sure if that's Goetia or Goetia. I've seen the word before, but never heard it pronounced. A bunch more EP, 10 Elemental Essence, and you get boosted again, which HP reaches Divine Beast, and everything else is above it. So, at this point, you officially outclass a demon, or Beast Lord. I already had those on me, didn't need to grab those. I also need a bunch more EP. 1, 2, 3. Each of these is doing 10%. Okay, I've eaten more than I need. It was not the 10 it said. Some of these numbers are a bit strange. Like, it's gotta be a thing where these are not default. They're whatever the mod pack said in the config. Anyways, 30 million EP allows us to evolve into an Ars Goetia. And we are... I love how we got big. I love how we start big, we got small, and now we're big again. Anyways, next up on the list is the Deadly Sin. Need to eat more Demon Essence, need to get more EP. And here's where things get interesting. Because now, once acquired, one random sin unique will be granted to the player. This is a cool thing. We're now officially just going to be stronger from Beast Lords from now on. Go up to 50 million EP. This is another one where this is very strong and very cool. And the fact that it's just a continuation of the demons makes it easier. But in most gameplay, unless you're playing in like a modded server and you have things to fight at this point, there's no real reason to push yourself to be this strong, other than just to be this strong. This is all based more or less for multiplayer, I think. It's more balanced for that. And playing it in single player makes it a bit hard. Well, rain into just being so big is causing issues with blocks. So let me try and weather clear. I'm in cheat mode. Why am I forgetting that I can just cheat? Anyways, Deadly Sin. Which ones do we not have? The answer is not many. So, Lust, Pride, and Lust and Pride, and Lust and Pride. Yeah, those are the two we don't have. We have all the other sins right now, I think. I feel like going in here would have been easier to see that, but okay, me. Gluttony. Gluttony, Sloth, Wrath. That's only 3. What are... There's 2 there. What are their sins? Envy. Oh yeah, Envy we saw but never re-got, so there's another one that's a maybe. That's another offensive skill? Yeah. Yeah, Envy, Lust, Pride, or Greed. There it is. I forgot all the sins for a moment. I'm gonna assume that gave us Wrath. Yeah, that gave us Wrath, Greed. No. Yeah, that gave us one of the 3 we already have. Of course it did. I'm not sure if it was Sloth or Wrath or what, but it was one of them. So that's a little bit sad. Anyways, from here, that would have been very cool if we didn't already have all those. 9,000 HP, 10 times, pretty strong stats. Definitely strong enough to match like the 9-tail Kitsune at least, probably even stronger. Next up is Fallen God, which basically pushes us to the maximum, gives us even more attack damage. I was kind of hoping to see gain every single one, but that's a no. Like, yeah, if you get it this strong, you gain one sin series. If you get even stronger, get them all. That would be so cool. But probably way too powerful. 250, 250, so that's the same spiritual HP. Okay, yeah, looks like health-wise, we're on par with the max evolved Kitsune. I think we're doing slightly more damage, though. 25.0 versus 27.5. So yeah, we're slightly stronger. The attack's slightly slower, though. Other than that, all the attacks, slightly less jump height, slightly less movement speed. Same flying speed, though. So, yeah. Basically, we lose a little bit here and there, but we gain a little bit in other places. So, but you also do get an extra unique skill, not just a... Oh, hello there, Minotaur. Yeah. So, yeah, this race is definitely stronger. I'm going to say definitely stronger than the mystical Kitsune. In fact, I'd say it's stronger than any of the other races we've seen so far. If for nothing else than getting an extra unique skill, and then stats-wise, it outclasses basically everything else. Or at least is just about on par with the second strongest one we saw. So yeah, demons, their extra BTR evolutions, very nice. But basically the gist of it is the BTR races are very cool and very powerful, but they're so late game that in a single player world, you're probably never going to actually get to use them properly. Definitely more meant if you're in like a mass multiplayer and you want to do some very powerful PvP, launching ultimate skills at each other. Also, can I leave? What happens if I leave the body? Okay, I can. I'm still losing magicules. So I still can't maintain myself permanently outside of a body. But basically in my spiritual body, I am just as strong as I would be if I was still in the body. I actually jump higher without a body. The body, it constrains me. Although I was going to say I cannot interact with the world. Nope, I can still do that. Oh wait, no, that's just my normal jump height. That is, when exactly are you going to need to jump like that high? Like that is legitimately like 50 blocks. 94. Oh, I guess that was a sprint jump. A normal jump is only 15. Wait, how did I jump that high? I can't recreate it at this point. I can jump like super long distances forwards, but I can't do that like 50 block straight up jump I just did again. I don't know, maybe I double click jump and ended up doing the air jump as well with like the cloud boost or whatever we have, the cloud in a bottle. I don't know. Definitely got distracted there. Yeah, the BTR races, the extended races more accurately, are all very cool. Like, yeah. They all make the races they're based off of, like, even better than they already are. Like, I, hmm. I do enjoy the extra elfin stuff. It's another Frieren reference. Of course I'm going to enjoy it. It just seems like getting that in survival is going to be pretty difficult. Although, there's other ones like that too, like doing Demon Lord as a 8 health slime in order to get the Demon Slime one. So, there's precedence for a pretty difficult starting one. But, yeah, it's... Some of them, you basically need to set up, like, we are going to be doing this specific evolution. Like, it's not an evolution where you can just say, oh, I want to do this, this, and this, and just use a reroll and choose, like, mystical beast to go through all that stuff. You have to specifically set up, like, this is the goal. So, yeah, fun to play with, kind of difficult to actually showcase legitimately in single player. Definitely feels like it's a multiplayer type of thing. But, next time, I guess we'll be going through the either the Annie's stuff. Still not sure if this is Annie's or Angel's. The fact that they're both in is a bit confusing. They both add the same Angel stuff. Yeah. So, Annie's, or the mysticism races. So it could be insectoids, could be and direwolves, or it could be angels and dragons. Not entirely sure which. Assuming it doesn't take too long to kind of go through them, I might be able to get multiple done and go through most of them next time. But also, the remaining ones all have like very long evolution lines. You can see it right here with Dragon and with Angel. If they existed on here, the direwolves and the insectoids would look the exact same. In fact, I think insectoids would be considerably longer than either of these trees. So it's gonna be a bit. We probably still have like 3 episodes left of all testing stuff. So there's kind of a lot to go over. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. Now, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone so much for watching again, and we need to make a special thank you to the members. Right now, that is still just the Gaming Tornado, but thank you so much. Anyways, for real now, take care, everybody.